Hi guys, Nathan here. Today I'm joined by Anthony. How you doing, Anthony?
I'm good.
And I'm also joined by Colin. How you doing, Colin?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Today I'm all right, thank you. Yeah. Today we're gonna talk about the two big DC games that were just announced not too long ago: Gotham Knights and Suicide Squad: Kill the Justice League. Now, if you guys don't mind, I'm gonna start off with Gotham Knights. It's a game when you control four different characters: Batgirl, Robin, Nightwing, and Red Hood. Is that right?
Yeah.
And obviously, each character's got their own different abilities. I think there's actually co-op in it, but it's not four-player co-op. It's only two-player co-op, which kind of threw me off a bit, but it sounds good nevertheless. What is your initial thoughts? Just like we're going to break down the game, but just to start off, what's your initial thoughts on this one, Anthony?
It does look a lot similar to the previous Arkham games, but they've updated it quite a lot. They've got sort of RPG elements to it.
Yeah.
And I've heard they've put adaptive difficulty.
Right. I mean, what about you, Colin? What's your initial thoughts on this game?
I'm really excited. It's been however many years since the last Arkham game.
Yeah.
And
2015, was it?
Was it so 5 years?
I do want to just say though,
this one. Now.
I do want to just say that this one isn't actually Rocksteady. This is actually different people. The Suicide Squad is the Rocksteady game, but nevertheless, yeah. I mean, I think this is an interesting take on Batman because we can't, like you said, Colin. It's been a couple of years since we've had a big Batman game. This one takes a completely different take. We don't control Batman at all. In fact, he's actually dead in the storyline. I'm sure he's not actually dead. I mean, I can't see him off killing Batman off, to be honest. But you do control four protagonists, and they all look completely different. But at the same time, they are quite well known to a lot of like comic fans. Like even I'm not like a massive Batman fan, but even I know all four characters. I mean, do you think these four characters are going to bring something completely different to the table than what we would expect from a Batman game? Anthony.
I think they're all going to be I think they are going to be very different. They're all going to be sort of trying to achieve the same goal, but you're going to have to go about it in different ways. Like obviously, I think Red Hood is going to be all about the guns. He's going to be with the gadgets. I think Robin's going to be a stealth guy.
Yeah.
I think Batgirl's probably going to play a lot similar to Batman himself.
Yeah, that's what I got.
And I think Nightwing's going to be quite flamboyant. He's going to be waving those sticks about. He's going to be sort of obviously he's going to be an acrobat. I mean, that's his origin story. So
I'm hoping he's like the flashy one out of all the four. What about you, Colin?
That's what I think.
Is there any characters in particular that you're looking forward to more than the others?
Probably Red Hood.
Right.
Just because he looks like using guns. It's not been done in a Batman game yet.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
It's going to be completely different.
Yeah, I mean, I think, like you said, Red Hood. I think he's the most different Batman character out of all the Batman characters in this game. Do you know what I mean? Like, he was a villain at one point. Am I wrong?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I do kind of like that kind of background story. I mean, I do think they got enough characters to cover a lot of area in terms of gameplay. They have confirmed that it is co-op, but it's only two-player co-op. I mean, how do you guys feel about that? Do you think co-op will take away from this kind of game? Because I kind of feel with games that go into co-op, the story gets lessened a bit. Like with the Arkham Asylum games, they're more, because it's more linear, more tightened down. The story could be told a bit more better. But with it being co-op now, do you think that will help or take away from the game?
I think it's just another way to play it. I don't. Is it co-op story mode?
Yeah.
They'll obviously make the enemies harder or more enemies to compensate for the two people playing.
Yeah.
So I think it's just another way of playing. I reckon. I don't know how the characters are going to work if you can change them on the fly.
No, yeah, we don't know that yet.
Or you have to choose when you first start. But it's going to be interesting.
It's going to be when you first start, I think.
Is it?
I think you're going to pick a character for a mission and then play that, I assume. And that's what I think it's going to be. Maybe the entire campaign, you've got to stick to that character.
Yeah, I mean, I was kind of thinking that myself. I mean, yeah, I was kind of thinking that myself. I mean, if I had to ask you, Anthony, like, who would you start with?
I would probably who would I sort of try first?
Yeah, like who would you go to straight like before the other three?
Yeah, probably Red Hood because
Right,
he's going to be like Colin said. He's going to be like the most dissimilar character. Like
yeah,
in previous games, you've already played as Batman, you've already played as Nightwing, so Red Hood's going to be like a totally different experience.
yeah. I mean,
Also, I've read Red Hood's bio on like the main website for the game,
right.
and apparently he's going to be non-lethal. Like in the comics, he's like, he doesn't care about taking people's lives, but apparently he's adopted Batman's sort of methodology and decided he's going to not kill people.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
I kind of understand.
are his guns going to be like non-lethal rounds? His
Yeah, I mean,
grenades are going to be.
I mean, it sounds to me they're gonna do a bit of
Are going to go about
a bit of filter magic when like he's obviously I think what they're going to do is he's going to shoot people like you would expect, but then just say in the background, oh, these are non-lethal bullets, but stuff like that, kind of just get away murder a bit like that. But I kind of hope they do at the same
Or
time.
like in the Spider-Man games where they had like if someone went off a building, a web just magically stuck them to the wall.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like little detail like that. I mean, as long as you don't get involved in the gameplay sort of thing, yeah, I'm happy for them to pull the wool over our eyes sort of thing. um Stuff like that. But yeah, I want to talk about because you've not seen it yet, Colin. He had a 7-minute gameplay of this entire game. It starts off with Batwoman, sorry, Batgirl, and then obviously was it Robin that helps her out?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Robin and Batgirl and the gameplay.
and I do want to just say straight off the bat is it's not got the same combat system as the Arkham games, the Batman Arkham Asylum games. Like it's actually like got its own battle system. It's not like copying, or it's not similar to Spider-Man or the other Batman games. It's a completely new battle system. It's got its own stealth as well. I mean, what did you think of the combat when you saw it, Anthony?
It actually reminded me of the new Avengers game, but it looked a lot more fluid.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you saw it at the bottom as well. They had it looked like a little bit of an EX bar,
Yeah.
special do like maybe some sort of moves.
And then have RPG elements.
Yeah, and they did stress enough that it is an RPG kind of game. Did he say anything about you'll learn upgrades through these XP and stuff like that?
Yes, I think he did.
Right. Okay. I mean, is that something that you think would be interesting and will add to the game? You think?
Yeah, I think that's going to tie because I remember them saying, well, the developer was talking about how he sort of wants people to play it their own way. So I think it's going to be sort of if you concentrate on a specific move, that move's going to get leveled up more.
Right.
That's where I think they're going to go with it.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I am up for like a new game. I don't want just another Batman Arkham Asylum or Arkham City sort of game. I mean, Colin, are you quite? What do you think about the whole battle system being completely changed from the ground up?
I'm fine with it as long as it's good.
Yeah.
I didn't know there was RPG elements in
Right.
it.
Oh, is that put a bit of red flags for you?
It's not put red flags, but I feel like every game tries to shoehorn in RPG stuff nowadays, and I'm not here for it.
Right. Well, fair enough.
Might do it right though. If they do it well, they do it well.
I think like the Arkham games, they were kind of like Metroidvania sort of style, where you got to learn different upgrades to get to different areas of the map.
Yeah.
Hopefully they've still got that stuff. I reckon each character will have their own ones, like own upgrades to get to different parts of the map. Yeah, and you'll have to choose that character to get to that part of the map.
Yeah. I don't know if everyone's going to have a vehicle. I've seen Batgirl's bike. I don't know if other people are going to have their own vehicles.
I can't see every character not having some sort of vehicle. I mean, I could be very wrong in this, but I just can't see Batgirl being the only character that can kind of like travel across the map in a fast kind of way. But we'll wait and see. But I'm pretty sure they will all have some sort of vehicle at some point, sort of thing like that. But yeah, I mean, what did you think of the Mr. Freeze like fight? Anonym, so.
I don't know what to make of it yet. It's in its early days. It looked nice.
Days, yeah.
Looked like a impressive fight. I'd have to see more about it. I'm more interested in what they're saying about the adaptive difficulty. Like what they're saying that if you reach him at level 1, he's going to be a different fight to you reach him at level 5. So that part will be interesting, just to see like how his like tactics change for how you are.
See, what I got from that was it kind of felt like they were suggesting like you can play the game at your own pace. If you want to go meet this boss fight, then you can go meet this boss fight in like some part of the map earlier than you would expect, sort of thing. No, like Zelda Breath of the Wild, when you can go to whatever kind of dungeon you wanted to at any time you wanted, and if you go there too soon, then you just kind of underpowered at the time. And that's kind of what it sounded like, because the way
I didn't get that from that. I got like that it sort of be at your little. I'm not sure really. I assumed that it was going to be sort of it'd be adapted to whatever level you're at. Like the whole Zelda thing, it's like if you go to a dungeon too like early in the game, the dungeon doesn't change for you. It's like you just got to go away and fucking come back later. Whereas this is like you can still do it at level 1, or you can do it at level 5, but sort of the difficulty is sort of the same. But then that's a bit of a contradiction with the RPG elements, because it's like, why bother leveling up?
Why bother? Yeah. I mean, we had a similar system to like Fallout games, right? When the bad guys level up. Which Fallout, I didn't really quite get that myself. I'd rather games be a bit more harsher, but it's more appealing to casuals, I guess. More people find it more fun this way. Certain sort of RPGs can be quite hard to balance, I guess. But are we all looking forward to this game then? Is it something like are we looking forward to this game more than we would for like another Batman Arkham Asylum game?
100%.
I think so. Like, where else can you go with Arkham Asylum?
Yeah, exactly. And I do want to say, because I'm gonna get to the next game, they have confirmed that this has nothing to do with the Batman Arkham Asylum games. Obviously, they didn't even know. They didn't even make part of the same.
They're calling it the Arkhamverse, are they?
Yeah, so it's like a brand new universe thing. But on the other hand, the other game I want to get to is actually Rocksteady's next game, and it is Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, and that game is taking part in the same universe as the Batman Arkham Asylum games. I mean, what do you guys think about that?
I thought Arkham Knights was in the same universe.
Arkham, it is Arkham Knight, Arkham City, and Arkham.
No, I thought the new one was in the same universe.
This game's not in that universe.
Gotham Knights?
Yeah.
No, that's made by completely different people.
Because at the end of the last game, didn't Batman die?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just a coincidence, I guess. It's just something they want to do. But yeah, like I said, the Suicide Squad that is made by Rocksteady, they have confirmed that it is in the same universe as the Arkham Asylum game. So whether he's still dead, I don't know if it's. I'm assuming it takes place after them games, but we can't know for certain. Do you think that's something that can add to the game? Because obviously Batman is part of the Justice League, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they're definitely playing on the fact that you have to. I mean, it's literally called Kill the Justice League. So how are they going to do that without a Batman?
And he's like one of the main ones, right?
Unless they bring in a different Batman like Damian, or maybe Nightwing becomes Batman, but I don't know. That feels like you want to be killing Bruce Wayne, to be fair.
Yeah. I think everybody, when you think of Batman, you think of Bruce Wayne Batman, right? I mean, it doesn't even the thought of doesn't even come to my mind of any other kind of Batman. But I mean, I do think it's interesting the fact that it's taking place in the same universe. But let's just break down the game. And we didn't see any gameplay, unfortunately. It is something we heard for rumors for a while now, and it's more or less like it is confirmed now. The CGI trailer just did show a lot of personality, I think, to the game. It started off with Harley Quinn, Deadshot, I forgot the Boomerang guy's name. What is he called?
Captain
Boomerang, and then the shark. What was? Is he just called King Shark? You could tell I'm unfamiliar with some of these characters, but I was quite pleasantly surprised by the 4D started to pick, for the game, because I thought they would have just gone off the movie and kind of like picked. I thought Croc would have been in it instead of Shark, if that makes sense. But what is your impressions of the trailer you saw? Does it give you good vibes?
It is an impressive trailer, and I've spent a while like proper picking stuff out.
Yeah.
Like I actually think that the Superman model they've used looks a bit like John Cena.
It does, doesn't it? I was going to say
whether that means anything, I don't know.
Yeah.
I was going to say he looks just like John Cena.
It doesn't look like John Cena. I don't know whether they've actually used him as a model. And also you've got that Brainiac ship at the start.
Yeah, I think
which makes it look. So it looks like Brainiac could possibly sort of mind control the Justice League. Or, alternatively, Superman could be the villain, and those robots that you see running around could actually be the ones that he has going around the, what is it called, the Fortress of Solitude.
Right.
But I don't know. That's just speculation.
What about you, Colin? What did you get any good vibes from this?
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I've only just watched the trailer as well. I'm excited to explore Metropolis.
Yeah,
we've done Gotham like 4 or 5 times now, so it'll be nice playing Metropolis. Also, it looked like it's 4-player co-op to me.
Oh, okay. So let me get down to the details. I'm not gonna say that game. Not saying that game, but it is a game as a service. So it's basically like Avengers. Let's say Monster Hunter or something like that. It's basically like the Avengers game. And they have confirmed that for a while before they shown the teaser trailer sort of thing. So basically, that's the kind of game it is. It's meant to be played in 4-player co-op. They said you can play single player, but obviously you're going to be missing out on a lot of the core game mechanics. So does that instantly put you off, Colin?
It has quite a bit, actually. Because going off the old Rocksteady stuff, it's like a campaign and that's it. It's like a well-made campaign where there's a beginning, middle, and an end. With these games of service, there's not really an end. So
yeah, that's true.
I think the campaign's going to suffer quite a lot for that.
I will say, there's certain games that don't have obviously games as a service. A lot of them don't really end. But I do want to bring Monster Hunter. That did have a story and it did finish. And then after that, they did bring out an expansion pack which added a new story to it. So I do think they can do a story with it. But I think you're right in saying that it's not going to be as tight as the Arkham Asylum games.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I am up for a new experience. It's not just that I think this game looks good. It's the developers I know are good. So it's a lot of my purchase in this game is going to be based off instead of.
You can say the developer's good, but Bungie were good. Right. And then they made Destiny.
Oh yeah, I mean that's fair enough. That is fair enough. But they have I think they've only made Batman games. They made 3 Batman games. One of them wasn't made by them. Was it the Batman Origins? Yeah. I do think they need a lot of people give a lot because I love the Spider-Man game and I think it probably is the best superhero game I've ever played.
Ooh.
But no, it's really out there. It's really really good. But I do think the Batman game started it. It was the first time for me when Batman or any kind of superhero game was kind of game of the year contender. It wasn't, I like this game because it's a superhero game. It was, I like this game because I like Batman, but the game itself is actually game of the year material. Do you know what I mean?
I agree with you, but Spider-Man 2 was up there.
It wasn't, to be fair, but
it was
swinging.
It made you feel like Spider-Man.
I mean, to be fair, I mean, I'm being a bit harsh on Spider-Man 2 because at the time I did absolutely love it.
The web swinging in that was better than the new one.
I know. I remember you said that last time. I disagree with that. I think the they found the right balance between going too far and toning it down. But I mean, that's that Spider-Man. I'm sure Miles is coming out in a couple of months anyway, right? We'll see how well that does. But yeah, I mean, Anthony, when you saw this trailer for the new Suicide Squad, I don't know about you, but like, did you not? I'm only asking you because I know you played the Avengers beta. Do you not get like the night and day difference between the Avengers and the Suicide Squad?
What, in terms of the characters or the game itself?
With the Avengers game, I've always kind of been on the fence. It looks okay. I'm definitely going to try it out. I mean, I've always kind of been like, I'm going to play it because I love the Avengers. But with the Suicide Squad, I feel like just off that announcement trailer, I feel like the vibes I'm getting from it is just, it's not, I'm not going to get it just because it's Rocksteady. I feel like it could be a generally good game.
Oh, you mean like it's come out and you're like, yeah, that's a good game.
Yeah.
Whereas like the Avengers, you're like, I don't know what to fucking make of this.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm like, when the Avengers was first announced and I saw the trailers and stuff, I was like, it doesn't look very good. Whereas this is like, I'm looking at it, but yeah, like, I'm impressed by it. Even with no gameplay, I'm like,
yeah,
I'm impressed by it. I've got good vibes.
I'm impressed by like the dialogue between like the four characters, like the banter between them all is like spot on for me. Like, was it Captain Boomerang? I thought he was like probably my favorite character in the whole trailer, to be honest. Like, I think it brought a lot of personality, and that's saying something when you got Harley Quinn in that same trailer. But what about you, Colin? What did you think of like the characters themselves? Do you think they were portrayed very well?
Yeah, I think they all look perfect.
Yeah.
For the characters. I know I've said this before, but I think the Avenger game suffers because we associate certain actors with those characters.
Mm-hmm.
With Suicide Squad and Batman games, there's so many actors that have played each character, or you just don't really associate a certain actor with a character other than maybe Margot Robbie and Harley Quinn.
Right.
Anyone can be
and
Batman.
That Harley Quinn actually does look a lot like
she
Margot
does
Robbie,
look like Margot Robbie. But yeah, you're not getting like the Avengers that you bought off Wish.
Yeah. I mean, I think the Avengers game, I think the reason why it makes people feel like that, because I can completely understand where people are coming from. I've never really like disagreed what they think, but I think the style of the game, they definitely not gone for like a comic style. It's definitely the MCU style, right?
Yeah, they should have gone for a different style.
Exactly. Even like the costumes they wear, I know you can change it in that game, but you know, they're like original costume that you start off with. It's basically like they're based off the movies themselves.
Yeah.
Whereas this is kind of based off their own kind of interpretation, really. Like Deadshot, I mean, I know he's got that iconic mask. I mean, that's just his character anyway. But I don't feel like, you know, this is the Will Smith of you know, Deadshot sort of thing. And I feel like that kind of like comes a long way. Like, I think it's important to like put your own like input into the game rather than just kind of like making it like the Avengers game. It comes across as like it's basically like the game of the MCU movies all put into one, and I feel like it's backfired them a bit. I think I would have preferred. I don't know. I kind of like the idea of where they're going, but I just don't think they've done it well enough. Whether that game will be good or not, I mean, I'm definitely going to give it a try, but I definitely don't get the same vibes from it. I'm definitely going to try it out just because I love Marvel. But with this game, I'm like, hell yeah, man! Like this game looks awesome. Like I can tell from the banter between the four characters, even like the music and how well the trailer is done. And what we've not talked about actually is like at the end, obviously Superman comes in, and then we've got our like theories on why he's, you know, killing people, sort of thing. What do you guys think of like how the game's going to play in terms of killing the Justice League? Because obviously Superman's a big part of that. But do you think we'll see like Flash, you know, all the other kind of like maybe like Aquaman, something like that? Do you think we'll see all them kind of characters in this game?
I am looking forward to them basically facing their rivals. Like Boomerang's going to come up against Flash and so on and so forth.
I mean, Harley Quinn surely has got to be like some sort of story of Batman, hopefully.
I think Batman's going to appear in it.
I do. Like, I honestly do as well.
As far as I know, Deadshot is a Batman character as well as Harley Quinn, so it's a bit like who are they going to face off? They're going to feel a bit left out, really.
Yeah.
With no rival to lead.
I mean, we still got quite a way. I think it's a 2022 game, so we still got quite a while for that to come out. We got Gotham Knights to keep us busy until then. But is there anything else you guys want to say about the two games we talked about today? Which one would you say you're looking forward to more?
I'd probably say Gotham Knights.
Right. And why is that, Andy?
Probably because we've seen more of it, I suppose. Like,
yeah, I mean,
we sort of know more what to expect, and it's closer.
Yeah, but it's coming out. Yeah.
As more time goes on, we're going to definitely see more of what the other game's going to be like. So it's early days to form a solid, concrete opinion on Justice League. So,
what about you, Colin? I mean, I think I know your answer now.
Well, I'm the same as Anthony. At the moment, it's Gotham Knights.
Yeah.
But we've only literally just seen a cinematic trailer for the Justice League one, but they both look really fun, and I'm really excited for both of them.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not just trying to play devil advocate here, but like I feel like I think Gotham Knights looks really good, and it looks like a fun game, and that's the most important part of it, really. But I think Suicide Squad is just so much more interesting to me, because one, it's Rocksteady. I really like their work of what they did with the Batman games, but I just can't wait to see other characters. No, not necessarily just Batman characters. I think the whole DC universe can like come into play with that game. But like you said, it's a quite a way off, so we'll have to wait and see with that game. But yeah, I mean that's all we have for these two games. I mean, thank you for coming to chat. And any last words before we send off?
No.
No. How about you, Colin?
No, I'm good.
No. Well, thanks for tuning in, guys. See you in the next video, I guess. GG's.
GG's.